I'm racing my 1100 miler this year, Angeles Crest 100 mile. And for a change, we're not traveling for this one. This is pretty close to home, so we were able to enjoy being home for a little longer than usual, which allowed me to catch up with rest.
Liar!
My last race was only 2 weeks ago, Tahoe Rim Trail 100 mile. One of my favorite race ever, absolutely gorgeous. I suggest you have a look at this movie. The other interesting part is that I'll be racing solo.
Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Nora will not be pacing, Nora will not be crewing. It's a nice challenge and it's a nice way to meet more people. Today we're doing Angeles Crest, a hardcore race in the mountain, 24,000 feet of gain and only 33 hours.
17,000. Those guys must really be desperate. This could really save my neck.
Exposed mountain. When we're in the sun, we're gonna be baking out there, but we gotta keep moving because the cutoff are tight. Alright, I haven't done that in a while, but I am this tight with time, so I'm gonna record something from the car. Sorry about that, and don't worry, I am careful, watching mostly the road and not you guys. But yeah, just did the race check-in. Very excited about this race. It's a very famous race, it's a very historical race. Angeles Crest, 100 mile, close to LA. Beautiful mountain, but it's gotta be hot as hell out there. And one complication is that I'm gonna be racing solo.
Once you leave here, you are solo, and that's that. And be proud of it, because it's a special, distinct honor.
So Nora, which is my usual secret weapon, will not be able to pace me or crew me or cheer me. I'm going by myself. I can use drop bag, but here's the twist. You had to come before 11 in the morning for your drop bag. And of course I had to work too much, so I was not able to do it. So I'm gonna race solo and I need to carry everything with me.
What are you looking at? I know what I'm doing.
I don't want to be negative, but we all have pet peeves. And one of my pet peeves is when race kind of assume that you can take a day off just to do the check-in, which is not something I can do, just to pick up my bib. So usually I squeeze that in between meetings, in between calls. It's not their fault. I understand most people would take the day off and think about the race and these sorts of things, but I just can't afford it. So that's my pet peeve, but very excited. I'm preparing ahead of the race tomorrow morning, early start. I want to do stuff as much as possible tonight, like taping my feet and just getting my things ready, because at 4 in the morning it's not the time that you want to think, you just want to execute. So I'm placing everything. Yeah man, I'm almost ready. New vest, I'll test it out. It's a little lighter. Vest by Ultra Fire. We slept so well. I'm nervous about today. I'm nervous about the heat, that I didn't recover yet. My right quad is actually pretty sore.
Father in heaven, we gather here today in these mountains that you have created. We give thanks today and every day for the food and the drink that you will provide to us today. That you provide safety as they cross these mountains to the other side on this great adventure. In your name, we gather here, give thanks, Amen. Amen. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mile 0, nervous. Angeles Crest 100 mile. Used to be a hard rock qualifier. It's actually my second race this year. I used to be a hard rock qualifier, but it's not anymore. The other one was Mount Fuji. It's gonna be a challenging race today for me. My quads are already sore, and it's a downhill course, and it's gonna be hot. Is that Rocky?
Sure.
Yeah, how are you doing, man?
Good to see you, dude.
Mile 3, up, up, up. And now this is the beginning of the sunrise, and there's this kind of pinkish tone to the sky. Don't know if you can see it. Absolutely gorgeous. But I gotta admit, I'm nervous about this race, which means I'm gonna be tiny bitsy more serious, tiny bitsy more focused. It was cool now to connect with Rocky, ran a little bit with his wife at Tahoe. Lorena, cancer survivor, we're gonna have her on our podcast, Buckle Up with Brian and Simon, so highly suggest you have a listen to that episode. I think one of the reasons I wanted to have a podcast beyond the YouTube movie is that that's a way to share inspiring story for you to discover inspiring people, and trying to give a voice, you know, not just to the famous people, but to give a voice and make you discover how rich and deep the racing and running and trail running community is. Hey, Simon here, welcome to my channel. Today we're racing Angeles Crest 100 mile. It's my 11th 100 miler this year. Number 44, I believe, total. I've been racing 100 miler more or less every month for 2.5 years, and documenting that to inspire you guys to have your own adventure. It doesn't need to be a 100 miler, just setting yourself some ambitious goal and getting out there in nature and living life. Because people assume that if you have a lot of experience, it's no biggie. Maybe some people are like that, but for me there's definitely race. At the beginning I don't feel super confident. Mile 6, blessed. Mile 9, strong. Something that I like with these races is how you have a contrast of it being super social sometimes, and you'll race with people, run with people, chat along for 5-10 miles, you know? And then you have moments where you just happen to be alone on the trail, and that's a way to, I don't know, for introspection. I started running and trail running as an escape to the crazy life and the rat race. So sometimes being by myself feels very good. Alright, today in terms of gears, I'm trying out for the first time Ultra Spire Alpha 5. I'm also using their waist bottle holder, using Black Diamond pole, and I'm running with Hoka Speed Goat 6. Today I'm also doing something special, silly, experimental. I'm wearing 3 watches from Kuros. I'm testing the Vertex 2S, the Apex Pro 2, and the Pace 3. Now the Vertex I've used at Cocodona, and it was able to hold on the same charge, so I'm not worried for today. The Apex is probably a pretty good choice for anyone racing a 100-miler, and the Pace 3 is more of a entry-level watch. I don't expect it to last, and the reason I'm doing this and mentioning the gears, when I watch gear review myself, sometimes the gear is tested extensively, but sometimes not so much, and I figured, hey, let's test the shit out of the gear. Multiple 100-miler. Let's really put them to test and see if they hold out. Doesn't mean you have to run 100-mile, but you'll know if it's quality product or not. I'm gonna put in the description below a link with the gear that I'm using and recommending, so you can have a look. Alright, making our way to the first aid station. I'm feeling pretty good. Really laser focused on the race though, so I don't have much to say. Sorry guys. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. 2 hour 20 minute. Vertex 96. Apex 97. Pace 91. It's interesting because I'm so nervous about it that I run some things that sometimes I think it would just be walking, and that might come back to bite me. It is exposed. Mile 12, a little too fast. Gotta slow down. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, this is a big one. 12 mile with a lot of gain. It's probably gonna take 3-4 hours, I think. Took a long aid station break. Too long. Mile 15. Here we go. I'm already getting tired on this climb. Even getting sleepy. Scary. This climb was mighty tough on me. People made 15-30 minutes on me. I kept falling asleep, feeling like puking. Hey guys, thank you. Mile 18, struggle. Mile 21, lonely. Well, one thing I try on this channel is to be honest, right? Honestly, I'm not feeling good. I'm self doubt about my capabilities, and about the wisdom of racing so close to Tahoe and Leadville. I also feel bad because I want to bring you along on a fun adventure with Simon, but I feel that today is gonna be come along, a bitchy adventure with Simon. I don't want to make too many big parallels with life, but life is beautiful. Sometimes life fucking sucks, right? Well, same thing. It's not because life sucks sometimes that it's not worth doing it. Well, things are different. Whee! Some of these miles are really fast.
You know, sometimes I amaze even myself.
That doesn't sound too hard.
Mile 24, it's getting hot. It's pretty cool with all of the bird trees. Very spooky. I think I only have 1 hour until cutoff. God dang. I knew I was slow, but not that slow. Keep grinding and keep pushing, but kind of scary.
The cave is collapsing.
There's no cave.
What?
The vertex 92%, the apex 90%, and the pace 74. Mile 27, nervous. I think what's accentuating my nervousness is the cutoff that is close behind. Also, I saw quite a few people struggling and thinking, well, I'm struggling too. It seems I'm hanging out with people that are struggling. Kind of a boring segment on the road, but I'm gonna take it and use it to go a little faster. I need every advantage right now. Mile 30, running. Sleepwalking. That's not good. I don't eat enough. I get nausea, and you know, like when you almost puke and there's a little bit that comes out. I've had that a few times. I'm trying to at least stay on top of hydration, but it's tough. $155. I didn't sit, I was chatting with a nice lady there, being peppy and cheery. I'm still in a decent mood actually. I must have drank myself maybe 800 ml of Coke. Mile 33, let's go. Mile 36, repetitive. I feel very lonely, and to think that Nora won't be there to help me, it's sad.
Do you think a princess and a guy like me?
No.
I checked at the last aid station. They said I had about 2 hours, maybe a little bit less of buffer, so that's a little reassuring. I'll try to build that up before slowing down for the night. But the goal is really just to finish. So having 2 hours really enable me to take time at aid station and take care of myself. Alright, we should be running this. Alright, we're almost 10 hours in and about 38 miles in. Let's check the watch. So the vertex, the vertex is at 89%, saying 37.87. The apex is at 86%, whatever percent I just said, and 37.7. The pace is at 62, 37.7. Oh, I saw Fireball Aid Station. If you don't follow that account on Instagram, you should really follow that. Very funny, a lot of memes. It was cool to meet in person. It's really hot. Doing my best to keep a good pace. The wind feels good. Mile 39, Fireball Aid Station. Reminds me of the meme with the body size. Not cool, ultra running is for everyone. Mile 42, moving well. It's refreshing to be in the shade sometimes. If we're lucky, maybe we've been through the worst of the heat for today. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Cool boulder. Not easy to run, but looks pretty. At mile 45, long stop.
How we doing?
Same as always.
That bad, huh?
I took a big stop at the aid station, like 15 minutes. Sorry, that's gross. I shouldn't do that, but I'm just so, I don't know, tired and struggling with food. So the last 2-3 people I interacted with are all Canadian. Represent! I guess we're mid-packer. Mile 48, hand shot first. Look at this tree, partly burned, still alive. Nature is amazing. I just tried a little bit of gummies. I feel like puking. It's really problematic to not be able to eat. Maybe tonight will be better. Mile 51, halfway there. Oh god, that's scary.
Stepping against 12 miles. It's gonna be night soon.
Hopefully that will help because I'm not feeling good. But alright, update on the watches. The Vertex is at 84. The Apex at 77. The pace at 44. Meaning we've been going for 14 hours. Feels pretty good right now. We're running a mile downhill on what is kind of a dirt road. Sun is setting, trying to put some mileage. I feel a lot of nausea, so sometimes like now I need to slow down because it's just it's a struggle. Mile 54. Good night. Wow, oh, look at this. Ah, fuck yeah. Well, it's in moments like these that I miss Nora the most. Wish I could share that with her. Of course, wish she was supporting me, but
It's a wonder you're still alive.
she's hiking today. She's probably done by now. Relaxing. All deserve rest. Alright, going into the night is often the most intimidating. If you're looking for tips, I posted a video recently about that. For today, a little bit. I'm so sleepy that I feel I'm gonna struggle with that and I'll need a few naps, which isn't great. I've been tripping on rock a lot too, so gotta be careful, but not having the heat will feel great.
Negative. We have a reactor leak here now. Give us a few minutes to lock it down. Large leak, very dangerous.
Nora, I miss you. That was a good one.
You have your moments. Not many of them, but you do have them.
Mile 57. I miss you, Nora. It's very loud at night here. Hear that? We heard a rattlesnake in a bush to our left. So you gotta watch out a little bit, but no worries. This is such a long segment. We can see lights far away. Nah, you can't see it, but it's interesting. There's not so many people left on the course. Now 60, sleepy. Here we are. Turn around. Oh. Alright, so I took my first nap. I was falling asleep at the turnaround, so I decided to take 5. Mile 63. New battery for my GoPro and for me. We can see the city, but we're getting ahead of us. 9 miles. I'm still about 2 hours ahead of cutoff, so let's go. Alright, we're 65 miles in, almost 18 hour. Vertex is at 80%, Apex 71, pace 24. Mile 66, positive affirmation. Instead of being negative Nancy,
Got a bad feeling about this.
Really bad feeling about this.
positive affirmation. I can do this. I got this. I'm strong. I've faced other bigger challenges before.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Mile 69, nice.
Quite enough to get me excited.
Sorry, sweetheart. I haven't got time for anything else.
Mile 72, not feeling so good. I need to rest and eat. I'm feeling pretty bad. So I'll refuel here with Coke and shit.
96 out.
73 miles, 20 hours. Vertex is 78. Apex is 68. Pace is 14. Not worried anymore about finishing. I think I know I can. But then it's about executing. I miss Nora very much. Usually we would be together now. She would see me through these difficult times. Now I have to meet her there. Wow, so I just lost the trail for like 30 minutes of bushwalking and like it's all bloody now. That was hardcore. Yeah, I lost like 30 minutes. It's not an hour. Alright, but I found the trail finally. My legs burn so much right now. Oh my god. Oh, this is bad. Good thing I had buffer for the time, but I have thorns and needle everywhere in my body now. Some are stuck. Mile 75, lost. Alright, 10-minute nap. Now it's steep, steep, steep. 3,000 feet. Mile 78, up, 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 so f***ing steep. Went 3 miles to the summit. Had to stop several times, slept several times. And that was a tough one. I need a rest. Fuck. I need to sleep, drink. Mile 81. Getting slower and slower. Mile 84, I'm ready to be done. The night was so rough, falling asleep. That climb, it was like not a cliff, but like you couldn't just sleepwalk. That was dangerous, so I had to stop. Now my heels, my Achilles are very flared up. The sun would come up gonna be hot. We still have like 20 miles to go, so. Mile 87, second wind. I've been coming down this segment pretty fast, passing quite a lot of people. I know it's gonna be hot later, so I'm running when I can. Yeah, strong leg, man. I'm jealous. Ah, c'est Clément? Ouais, ça va? I can't wait to cross that finish line and see Nora lay down. Maybe some ice, it's gonna be hot. Mile 90, hot. Whew. And just like that, sun is out and it's freaking hot. Can't wait to be at the aid station. 4 gels, 2 bottles of water, 1 bottle of gnarly. I hit my head so hard on a low trunk. I almost fell down. A bee stung me also. Oh, but look at this. That's nice. Whew. It's very exposed right now. Very, very hot. Mile 93, let's get it done. It just never ends. Oh my god. Mile 96, not quite over yet. Oh, look at the view. Alright, last aid station, I had 3 cups of Coke and I had 1 Gatorade. Alright, watch status after 29 hour and 30 minute, last aid station. Vertex 69, Apex 55, pace is dead since last night. Look at this. Alright, last segment. They say very exposed, heat of the day. 4.5 mile. Mile 99, Ichibat. And then I hug Nora.
You.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank you.
Almost at the finish line where Nora will be there. Quel bonheur. What a boner. Alright, mile 102, boner. Oh hey!
Simon Gerard!
Run! Run!
Run! No jogging.
Come on! Efficient, Simon! Good job, Simon!
Who's scruffy looking?